Welcome to the Northern Colorado IMRG Day 3 ride in the Ozarks. Today is May 29th, 2025. Yesterday we rode from McPherson, Kansas to our Airbnb in Springdale, Arkansas. And today is our first full day to experience the charm of Arkansas. Today's ride is roughly 228 miles as we tour the countryside south of Springdale. We'll wind our way through Devil's Den State Park and cruise down scenic Highway 71 along the western edge of the Ozark National Forest before heading back towards Springdale, traveling near the Oklahoma border. The overall route will provide us with a full-day classic journey through the Ozarks, and we'll hit many of the region's best scenic riding roads. Many of the smaller state and county highways provide lots of twisties, making Ozarks a perfect place for riding motorcycles. There's lots of elevation changes along winding forest-lined roads with not much traffic. As we rode further into the day, we dove further into forest land and lesser traveled roads and really began experiencing the essence of Ozark motorcycle riding. One of our primary stops for the day was at the iconic Devil's Den State Park located in Lee Creek Valley of the Boston Mountains in northwest Arkansas. The roads leading into the park were very inviting. They were narrow with lush green trees lining the entire roadway. The park itself was a perfect place for a short leg stretching break and to see some of the surrounding beauty of nature. Riding throughout the day, we passed through a number of old, rustic small towns that made you wonder what they were like in years past. We intended to stop at MJ's Tin Box Cafe in Mountainburg for lunch. However, by the time we got to Mountainburg, the cafe was already closed for the day. Instead, we pointed our bikes to the very welcoming Pizza Den. Here we ate lunch and rested for a while before heading back out on the road. This open-mouth bass mailbox is a great example of the quirky roadside personality seen as you travel throughout the Ozarks. We stopped at Casey's to fuel up for the last leg of the day's journey. Casey's is pretty common and found in most of the smaller towns in rural communities of Missouri and Arkansas. We started riding more of the rural highways instead of county roads to get back to the more populated northwest Arkansas. Our push now was to ride to Bentonville to meet up with some longtime friends and chapter members who we've not seen for a while. We wrapped up the day with dinner at our friend's house and reminisced about good times. It was a perfect ending to our long day.